I don't have a good excuse, Your Honor. I don't have a good one. I've never done anything like this before.
You are minimizing your behavior. You are not accepting any of this stuff that you done. You drank when you weren't supposed to drink. You didn't make it 10 days from the time of the arraignment, and I put you on that test.
I don't want to minimize any of it, and that's why I don't want to give any excuses. I don't want to minimize it. Please, I don't have anyone to take care of my kids. Please, Josh, please. Please.
Who would have been taking care of your kids had you killed yourself in the accident?
Oh, God.
This entitled Karen is back in court barely 10 days after a DUI. And somehow, she's already managed to fail probation. Her only job, literally the one thing she had to do, was stay clean. But nope, 2 weeks in, and she's already drinking again. Now she's standing there full of excuses, acting like it just happened. Come on, that's not bad luck. That's bad judgment. Judge Simpson's face says it all. He's heard this story 100 times and isn't buying a word of it. Honestly, it's wild how she treats probation like a friendly suggestion instead of a court order. What do you guys think? Genuine mistake or classic Karen deflection?
Ms. Kresnak, if you could please state your name again for the court.
Michelle Kresnak.
And Your Honor, thank you for the opportunity to meet with Ms. Kresnak. We could address the bond violation first, if that's okay with the court.
Yes.
Yes. Your Honor, I did go over that with Ms. Kresnak, and she was aware of it, Your Honor. She had already been in communication with community correction. She's taking it extremely seriously, Judge. I explained her options, and she wishes to admit to the violations, and then I could say some words on her behalf in regards to what the court may do.
All right. She admits to the violations. Go ahead. What do you want to say about this? Because that's a rather high level.
It is, Judge. Fully recognize that. And as you can tell, Ms. Kresnik's taking this extremely seriously. She understands the court's concern here and the serious nature of it. What I would suggesting for the court to consider, as noted in the bond violation report, she's on a sober link. I'm asking the court to consider having her fitted with a scram tether.
I want to know what happened. She admits to the violation. I want to know why this happened.
Sure. Ms. Kresnik, you want to go ahead and address that with the judge?
Which portion?
I want to know what happened. Why did I have a positive test?
It really sounds really stupid. I was at a barbecue and my son gave me a slush and I didn't know that there was anything in it. I know now, and I couldn't tell, probably because I've been so used to just drinking things. I don't have a good excuse, Your Honor. I don't have a good one. It's a poor one, and I told Miss Wild, and I didn't. I don't have an excuse. I just don't have one. I don't have an excuse. It's completely my fault and my responsibility.
Oh, it certainly is. But I'm having a hard time believing that it was just one drink. One drink?
No. He gave me 2 slushes.
And you couldn't tell after the first one?
Sir, it's embarrassing to say that maybe I just don't even I'm sorry, sir. Pardon me?
You got to a 0.08.
I understand. And I think that it's just because at this point, after so many years of just not even tasting it anymore.
And Your Honor,
you know what? She's going to have to give me something better than that, because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what, Mr. Gallagher. The problem I'm having is, presumably, it's at least the time that she's been arraigned, since the beginning of this month, she hasn't had anything to drink. But the reality is, I arraigned her on April 6th. She didn't make it 10 days.
Understood.
Before we detect alcohol. And by the way, it's not like I have an 03 where somebody may have taken one drink. She's at an 08 effectively.
fully understand that, Judge. What I was going to suggest is if the court could order that she get involved with treatment, because I've been in communication with Ms. Kirby in regards to this, that may be advantageous to her in terms of possible resolution. No promises, of course, from the prosecutor, but
before I'm going to order anything other than jail, she's got to tell me the truth about what was going on and what she was thinking, because I don't believe what she's telling me. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to pass it and give her an opportunity. I've been doing this for a little bit.
I understand.
And what she's telling me, that doesn't make any sense. So I'll pass the matter. We'll call it up at the beginning of our what's that, 2 o'clock block?
2 o'clock?
Our 2 o'clock block, so she can think about what she wants to tell me.
All right, so she just went back into the breakout room with her lawyer. And honestly, I'm dying to know what kind of excuse they're about to come up with. Because so far, nothing she said adds up. Her probation terms couldn't be clearer. Don't drink, don't use. And yet here we are, not even 2 weeks later, and she's back for doing exactly that. There's no version of this story that makes sense. Judge Simpson already looks done with it, just sitting there waiting for her to dig herself a deeper hole. And let's be real, no one's buying the "it just happened" defense when your BAC tells a completely different story. Probation isn't optional. It's an agreement you promise to follow. Break it this fast, and the court's got zero reason to believe you again. So, what do you think? Can her lawyer spin this? Or is this about to crash and burn in real time?
James Gallagher, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Kresnik. And Ms. Kresnik, if you could please state your name for the judge.
Sure, Michelle Kresnak. I'm having a hard time hearing. My volume's all the way up, so I keep putting the phone to my ear.
Okay.
And Judge, I did have some further discussion with her. I think she does have some additional information for the court.
I probably thought so. Ma'am, what do you want to tell me?
I did suspect there was something in there.
And you kept drinking.
Also, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, go ahead.
Oh.
I'll let you finish.
I also wanted to tell you that after this happened back in October, November, I did go to my doctor and I asked for something to help be better. Obviously, I know that there's consequences to what I did, but I want to be better, not only just to not be in trouble, but I wanted to be better for myself and for my kids. So I did get a prescription for naltrexone to curb any cravings or anything like that. So I have been taking that since November, and I have been attending AA meetings with my girlfriend down the street. So I have been proactively trying to be better with all of those things. I have started a new job just recently. I've never done anything like this before. And I'm really sorry.
Kresnik, tell me why I shouldn't send you to jail.
Because I am so very sorry, and I don't want to have anything to drink. I don't want to have anything. And I'm very committed to this sobriety and to being a better person. Not, like I said, not just because I'm afraid of getting in trouble, even though I am, but I proactively want to be better for myself. And it really is something that I am taking very seriously.
So
I have 2 kids.
if that's true, why did the 16th even happen?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
If it's true, you're taking all of this seriously. Why on the 16th did this incident happen?
I wish I had a good excuse for it. I just don't. I don't want to excuse any of that behavior. I don't want to make any excuses for it. Just that it is not going to happen again. I can't make any sort of excuse. I can only just beg for some mercy.
Kresnik, the problem is you had a chance. Just so that we understand what happened here, you correct me if any of it's wrong.
Sure.
So on the 16th, into the evening, you blow a .08. You're then supposed to retest every 15 minutes, and you didn't retest. Then even after that, I mean, and at that point, quite frankly, Ms. Kresnick, this is the part that bothers me. You know you're caught. And then they ask you to come in for an ETG, and you don't show up. So I'm having a tough time believing that you're committed to anything.
I understand that. I understand how the optics look on it. I really do. I really do. I really do. I have never been in trouble before. I don't do these things. I can't see anybody.
What do you mean you can't see anybody?
Oh, now I can see you. Now I can see you. The screen went black.
Tell you something, ma'am. I'm just going to try to make this as clear as I can.
Now she's pulling the crying card, and I'm sorry, but I don't buy it for a second. This doesn't look like remorse. It looks like panic because she got caught. Judge Simpson's been around long enough to spot fake tears from a mile away, and when he does, it never ends well for the defendant. What really gets me is she's still framing this as some big misunderstanding, when in reality, it was a clear choice followed by a bad lie. If she truly cared about probation, she would have come clean from the start. Even if those tears are real, they don't erase the fact that she violated her terms almost instantly. Probation isn't a suggestion, it's a lifeline, and when you throw it away, the court's only got one option left. And judging by the way Simpson's looking at her right now, I think he's already decided that second chance is gone. What do you guys think? Does she deserve another shot? Or is it time she learns the hard way?
Even in everything you're saying, you are minimizing your behavior. You are not accepting any of this stuff that you've done on this. You had numerous opportunities, even before this gets to me, to kind of come clean, kind of deal with it, take the test, just accept it. When I first asked you the question about you knowing, I mean, and you went in with your attorney, presumably when you came out, you really kind of lied to me then that, yeah, okay, I drank this, but I didn't know. And so every chance you get, you just either minimize your behavior or you just say, well, I didn't do this. Now, here's the thing that I also know. You're also telling me, well, I don't do this. I don't get in trouble. This is my... The cold-hearted reality is this is just the first time you've been caught. You didn't just all of a sudden do something wrong and then this just happened. And so ultimately, you got to take all this seriously or not. I mean, you got your choice of what to do.
I understand.
But you also can't minimize it. You can't just say, I'm not going to do this. You didn't, think about this for a moment. You tested pot, you drank when you weren't supposed to drink. You didn't make it 10 days from the time of the arraignment, and I put you on that test. You didn't make it 10 days. So don't talk to me about any type of medication that you got back in November, because obviously you're not using it properly because you didn't make it 10 days. Then at the 10th day, when you blow, you then decide, well, I'm still going to try to cover up because I won't then follow the instructions that they gave me that I have to retest a positive blow. And so you didn't do that. So then we also then give you the opportunity, God bless the people at Community Corrections, to then try to even deal with that. So you need to come in for an ETG. And guess what you do? This person that wants to deal with this, you don't show. And so this is just a series of mistakes.
It is. It absolutely is. And I don't want to minimize any of it. And that's why I don't want to give any excuses. I don't want to minimize it. It is
You started with excuses. You started with excuses. I listened very closely to what your counsel said and what you said. Oh, my kid gave me the drink. Okay, they went there and got you the drink. And if you're going to tell me you didn't know what you were drinking, I don't believe you. You started the whole scenario that way. Problem is, your case is such that, at least as alleged, that you were almost a .20. You had an accident. And so if I just accept what you're saying, that at some point, what's going to happen is, you know what? You're going to feel that it's okay just to get into a vehicle. And at some point, you're going to take somebody out. Not happening on my watch. Yes, you are. That's what happens.
No, I understand. I understand that that's what happens.
And then what would happen is that you'd give some excuse.
No.
Just like today. Yes.
It's my fault.
Yes.
100%
just like
my fault.
today.
Pardon me?
Just like today, you would be giving some excuse.
No, I don't have any excuses.
So on the violation, you're right, you don't.
This moment right here shows exactly why Judge Simpson is known for being one of the toughest yet fairest judges around. He doesn't need to raise his voice or lose his temper. His calm, steady tone says everything. You can tell he's completely done with the excuses, and that quiet authority hits harder than any shouting ever could. She tried to work the system, but every second in that courtroom is making it clear. This ends with jail time. And honestly, it's the right call. If she couldn't handle 10 days of probation, what would change in a year? Giving her more chances would only lead to the same outcome. Once you break probation, sympathy goes out the window, and accountability steps in. That's exactly what's happening here. Jail might not solve her deeper issues, but it will remind her that second chances come with responsibility, and she just ran out of hers.
And Judge, I would just...
I've shot them all down. Go ahead, Mr. Gallagher. What do you want to tell me?
Well, I was just going to say, Judge, and I've been practicing for a while, and this court's been on the bench for a very long time. But I think that this is someone who's obviously struggling, and one of those first steps is acknowledging that they do have an alcohol addiction issue. And I think some of the some of the reactions that we saw from Ms. Kresnik are very common of someone in those beginning stages that kind of denying or playing off that they don't have a problem, when in actuality they do. And I think she's coming to that realization just in my conversations with her, and in hearing her in court here today. I would just ask the court to take that into consideration.
Well, I'm taking it into consideration.
Okay, Judge.
I mean, she's done better maybe than some.
Right. Right.
What I'm going to do, ma'am, is I'm going to order this. It's now 2:30. I'm going to order that you report to the Washtenaw County Jail by 6 p.m. today. You will serve, instead of the 5 days, I will give you some benefit, and you are to serve 3 days in the Washtenaw County Jail. Upon your release from the Washtenaw County Jail, you will then be reported over to Community Corrections. Your sober link will be switched out, and you will be placed on the Scram tether. We will be monitoring you 24/7.
Understand, sir? I just
Going
started
to
a new
give you
job on
one.
Monday.
I'm sorry.
I just started a new job on Monday. I'll lose my job.
6 p.m. today.
Understood, Judge.
This matter will adjourn over.
Please, I don't have anyone to take care of my kids. Please, Josh, please. Please.
So, who would have been taking care of your kids had you killed yourself in the accident?
Oh, God.
So adjourns out to 5/18/2022, 9 a.m., 6 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
3 days in jail. That's the sentence she got. Honestly, that's pretty light considering how she completely ignored her probation and disrespected the court. What really made it worse was when she tried to blame her own kid, saying he gave her the drink. That excuse was just unbelievable, and it showed how far she'd go to dodge responsibility. Whether that came from her or her lawyer, it was a terrible move. And the way she smirked during parts of the hearing, like this was some kind of joke, really showed she hasn't learned a thing. Probation was her second chance, her way to avoid jail, and she threw it away within days. Judge Simpson gave her those 3 days as a warning, a taste of what's coming if she keeps this up. Because when it comes to violations, the penalties only get harsher each time. Do you think 3 days was enough to wake her up? Or should the judge have gone tougher?